So the Lighten model is an acronym for the 7 areas of our lives where we manifest our stress from. So during my research, I found that these 7 areas have the most effect on whether or not we can manage our stress effectively. The first one stands for L as livelihood, which is your career, or however you make your money. And you know, when you think about our career, our livelihood, our work, we are likely to spend more time at work than doing just about anything else. And many of us with workaholic tendencies like myself, we're working more hours than we sleep. So, you know, having some sort of stress relief tools, even 1 or 2 simple ones, helps us get more balance if we utilize them. So livelihood is the L. I stands for imagination, or your conscious mind. And your conscious mind is only 5% of your brain, but it's also where your inner critic is. It's where your control freak is, but it's also where your creativity is. And it's absolutely critical to let your imagination play a bit to figure out some creative ways to overcome your stress. The G stands for genius, your unconscious mind, which is the other 95% of your brain. That's the part that runs your body 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's where your memories are stored. It's where your habits are formed. It's where your perception of the world lies. And it's where real change happens, because often our conscious mind says, I want to go left. But if your unconscious is not in agreement, you're not going to go left. So it's important to be able to get new habits, and those new habits are formed in your unconscious. The H stands for health, and that's the inspiration for what I do today, as we were talking about earlier with the stress-induced diabetes and the diabetic ketoacidosis and the hospital stay. T is for time, and time is obviously important. We all always say, oh, we don't have enough time. And the critical thing about time that we often forget is that once it's gone, we can't get it back. And that means it's absolutely critical to take action today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, today. So even if it's like one technique that takes 1 minute a day, if you continuously use that technique on a daily basis, over time, the health benefits will be enormous for you, but you have to start today. The E stands for environment, and that's, you know, whether you're at work, whether you're at school, whether you're at home, you name it, it needs to be supportive of your stress relief efforts. So if you think about, like, if you're working on a project, chances are you're going to need some silence, a comfortable place to sit, no interruptions, and understanding from those around you. So that's a critical component. And the last one is our network of relationships. And what I like to remind people about, or, you know, my clients, etc., is that the people in your life matter. And when you are stressed, you are less patient, you're more irritable, you're less able to listen or show interest and empathy. So you don't want to take your relationships for granted. You want to make sure that they're in alignment with the other aspects of the Lighten model to keep better balance.